Hello, and welcome back to the Language Card Games video series. I'm Matthew Boyle, founder of LanguageCardGames.com, How Gamers Learn Languages. Today's topic, defining what language card games are, and talking about what kind of language card games are out there right now. So at the outset, I want to make a distinction between games that are specifically designed for language learning and games that are not. There are plenty of fun games out there that are not specifically designed for language learning, but people adapt them for language learning purposes, or simply play those games in their target languages. And that is a great way to learn. It's really fun. I have nothing against that, but that's not what I mean when I say language card games. When I say a language card game, what I mean is a card game expressly designed for the purpose of learning a language or learning languages. They are intended both for fun and educational purposes. And by playing the games, players learn new words, grammar patterns, or cultural aspects of their target languages, and their abilities are stretched. In other words, language card games are not purely for fun and relaxation. Rather, they reaffirm what we know about the language we're studying and also take us beyond what we know. Now, at this point, you may be wondering what kind of language card games are out there. Maybe you've seen some, but not a lot. Well, you might be surprised because since I started my company and started researching the field, I found no less than 24 language card games for a variety of age groups and purposes, and I'm confident that there are many more. It would just require a little more digging. One of my favorite language card games that I see out there is Japanese the Game. I think they have done great things for the field. I haven't tried it only because I'm focusing on Mandarin Chinese, but I have seen it rumored online that they plan to release Mandarin and Korean expansions. So that would be something to look into. Another one, Digame, and I'm sorry if I don't pronounce these things correctly. Some of the names of games are written in the language that I don't know, but it's spelled D-I-G-A-M-E. And I'll be spelling game names a lot on this video series because I don't know how to say them. But Digame is a Spanish language card game I was really impressed with because they incorporated the QR code into their cards so that players could scan the cards, which would take them immediately to a pronunciation video clip by a native speaker. When it comes to systematic production and branding, I don't think I've seen anyone out there who could beat Clue. That's K-L-O-O. Clue has many board games. They might have more than one type of game that I've seen, or numerous games. For French, Italian, Spanish, and German, if I recall, and some other languages. What's great about the Clue game is that if you really like the style of the game, you can play it in other languages without having to learn new rules or a new game. What you know about the game transfers over, so to speak. If you want to go deeper into independent language card game producers, go to a place like the Game Crafter and search using the keyword language or language learning. You will find some interesting games there, especially for indigenous languages. Sites like the Game Crafter have been great for providing a way for indie developers to protect and spread awareness of their endangered language through the production of their own card game or board game. And I have several listed here on the paper in front of me, but I hesitate to pronounce them. Maybe I'll just type them up in the description. Alright, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you and other like-minded people can find your way back to my latest and greatest content. You can also head over to LanguageCardGames.com to buy a game, support what I do, and start playing your way to language learning success today. In our next episode, we'll be looking at the specific mission of my company, Language Card Games, and what my games bring to the table that's different from the games that I just mentioned. Cheers, guys, and thanks for watching.